Okay, you can see that this drywall at this joint where this broke out is completely loose. There's a big gap between there and there's no signs of any nails or screws anywhere along this joint. That's your ceiling joist right there. There's no nails or screws. The only thing holding this other piece up over here next to the ceiling fan is this trim around this opening. You can see how loose this is. So this section at some point when it was installed got hung, and it looks like there's nails and screws out here. You can see it's only about a foot away from this board that's been put in here. It looks like when this attic stairs was put in, this was put in. There's nails out here. You can see the nails there, but there's no nails here. There was nails right here, but there's no nails at where this seam is, and it broke right on this seam all the way down that seam. And then there's another seam back here, and it broke all the way down this seam here. So there was about a 2-foot section of drywall that was put in here. This is 3/8 inch drywall, which is very thin, not even commonly used now in building. And it looks like to me that when they put this in, they didn't glue it. There's no glue on there. This should have been glued. Ceilings are normally always glued and then nailed, as well as walls, but there's no sign of any glue. You can see nails all the way down through there. And there's obviously must be some nails over here, but not on this side of the tape joint. So there's a ceiling joist right there, which would be right on the inside of this. But at this tape joint, there's no nails on this side of the drywall, and at this tape joint, there were no nails along this tape joint at all. And normally, anytime you have a seam in a ceiling, you're going to want to tack both sides of the drywall. So this was not hung, glued, and nailed or screwed properly. And it appears that over time, just the weight of the insulation was enough to cause this thing to fall out of here. Now, it could have coincided with the re-roofing, just from the movement associated with the roof of loading the shingles on the roof and the flexing, the normal flexing that may have occurred while the shingles were loaded up there, or the guys were up there tearing the old roof off and working. There could have been enough flexation, movement in this that caused this to go ahead and fall. But there's clearly no footprints anywhere around it. It's such a small, narrow space, less than 3 feet, and there's no footprints anywhere in the insulation. So this was not caused by the roofers stepping through this. Somehow this just came down at somewhere in between, us roofing it and the last time your mom came out here. And she admitted that she hadn't been out here in a long time. So who knows exactly when this occurred.